So you want to hike the highest point in Ontario, eh? Well, there's a couple different ways you can do this.
Welcome to the highest point in Ontario.
First, and probably the most common way to hike the trail, is to start from the Sturgeon River Bridge.
With a simple little way to cross the Sturgeon River. In the middle of the summer, it's probably not even waist deep. You can bike so far if you choose to bring a bike, but at some point you'll have to start walking.
There are 4 campsites located along the length of the trail at which you can overnight camp, which you'll probably be doing since it's a fairly long trail. Whether you choose this route or my next option, just be prepared for the 2-hour drive down the logging road to get to the trailhead. Option B involves paddling up the Sturgeon River for about 1 kilometer through a chain of lakes and creeks, making your way all the way up to Scarecrow Lake. This is definitely a more scenic option, but a little bit more gear involved. The route involves 3 portages, the first of which being pretty long at 1,500 meters.
I remember this portage. It will forever live in my mind in infamy.
But overall not too bad. This option also has several campsites located along the way, some of which are shared with the hiking trail. Third and final option is to start at the Montreal River access point and paddle south through a chain of lakes.
We are starting our morning with the biggest portages, like every other day,
to get you to Ishpetina Ridge.
Want a little bit of sun to greet us on the Scarecrow.
Personally, this is my favorite option, but it is the most work, involving 8 portages, some of which are pretty long.
2 of them are really short, so
Woohoo! If you choose this option, you'll be passing by a cluster of some of the most beautiful beach sites that Temagami has to offer, as well as bearing witness to some of the most epic elevation changes in the park that surround Maple Mountain and Ishpetina Ridge. No matter which one of the paddle-in options you choose, you'll be starting your hike from
the ranger site, which is right at the base of Ishpetina Ridge. The hiking trail basically takes off from it and runs through it, so keep in mind you might have hikers coming through your site if you do choose to take this one. You'll see a moose crossing sign, and that's where you want to go to start your hike. I don't remember the start or the end of this trail being super steep, but it is bushy. I remember this hike being like 1.5 hours, something like that the first time I did it, so we'll see how it goes. Definitely regretting doing this super early in the morning because everything is soaking wet. But it should be a fun time. Trying to keep dry feet through this because we've been living with wet feet for the last 3 or 4 days pretty consistently, so we're hoping to have a break from that. The hike actually feels pretty easy after having a canoe on my shoulders for the last 9 days doing this. Same kind of thing. Feels like walking downhill, no big deal. Welcome to the steep zone. I'm pretty sure we're entering the part of the hike that just goes up and up and up, seemingly forever. Doesn't look that bad yet, but if my memory serves me correctly, it just gets worse and worse. Kind of like the Stairmaster 10,000. Welcome to Dick Lake. I'm pretty sure it's the highest lake in Ontario, but don't quote me on that. I don't have the map with me to double check my facts. Super clear though. Might get a better look at it on our way down when the sun's overhead some more. Ooh, that breeze is nice. I don't remember there being a lot of the hike left after Dick Lake. I think you're pretty close at that point. I do remember a stretch of incline again, and then there's the top. Well, my memory could be totally off, so who knows? Whew, the hill's got to throw one last steep incline at you right before the top. See the view getting good through the trees though. Holy. Looks like the fog's still possibly rolling off the lakes, which would be Amazing. Well, we made it. Welcome to the highest point in Ontario. It's been a long journey to get up here, but well worth it. Ooh, it's bringing back good memories of the trip I did 4 or 5 years ago. With a bunch of friends, first epic canoe trip I ever did. Oh man, such a great feeling. Just remember when you get to the top of Ishpituna Ridge that the blueberries are plentiful. There's literally patches of blueberries all around the tower. If you forgot to bring a snack up here, don't worry. As long as the blueberries are in season. You technically can camp at the top of Ishpituna Ridge, but it's generally not a good idea because it's very frequently hit by lightning. So personally wouldn't recommend it, although it is very tempting. We plan on just staying up here for a little bit and enjoying the view, because this is our rest day on the canoe trip. Rest day, right? Climb the highest point in Ontario. We're probably going to start working our way down off Ishpituna Ridge now. We still have a bit of paddling and a few portages to do, and then we got to find another camp for the night. Last full day of the trip, so we're taking it easy and hopefully have some energy for getting out of here tomorrow, because we have a 1.5 kilometer portage.